guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. My readings are generally not date or time specific. I trust that whenever you come upon them, if they speak to you, if it resonates, then it's likely your message at that time. But as a general reading, it will not speak to everyone. So in the event it doesn't resonate, and you're here as a Sag Sun, you can always check out your Moon, Rising, or Venus readings to see if there are messages there for you. You could be here as a cross watcher. Welcome, that's fine. And remember, sometimes the messages come through expressly for a cross watcher. And if you're new, welcome. Happy to have you here. For those who missed the announcement, there are now memberships for the extended. It's a subscription. So you can check below. There are 2 different links. It says new. So if you avail yourself of the extended, it may be more cost effective for you to get a subscription. So just check it out if you're interested. All right, let's see what's coming through here. Starry beginnings for our Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's the message coming through? Aw, say it loud and clear. You deserve good things. Keep your focus on what you want. Keep your focus on what you want. That is absolutely a 2 of Wands kind of an energy. Right? And that does require decision making, but you deserve good things. So focus on what you want and be very clear about it. We have the new moon in Cancer coming up. We're now in Cancer season. So an opportunity to set some powerful and meaningful and deeply emotional intentions, especially around maybe matters of the home and hearth. It is the house of the mother. It is the house of family, what goes on behind closed doors kind of energy. So you can keep that in mind. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the cards, and then I'll walk you through it, and we'll clarify after that. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Overall energy is the 8 of Cups. So we're in consideration of what we want and moving more toward it, staying on the path, very focused. Look at her, she's walking toward the sun. I know in this deck, the 8 of Cups doesn't look like an 8. It's got the 1 cup in the middle with a fire in it. And my feeling around this particular card in this deck is that she's taking with her all that she's accumulated on the journey and leaving behind what doesn't serve anymore. So it's not so much a walking away. It's I'm finished with this part of it, but I'm still on my path and moving forward toward what I do want. So really interesting energy. Here is the present 2 of Swords. There's, again, this came through this morning in the morning musing. There's something you need some clarity around. But it's an inside job. The answers aren't outside of you. And sometimes with the 2 of Swords, we feel a little fogged in. We don't have the clarity. And so we're at a crossroads, right? What do I decide? What's the meaning and the purpose of it? And how am I going to proceed is sort of what the 2 of Swords says. And what it's about, because there's a challenge here, what's crossing you is the 10 of Cups. So you're at a crossroads with regard to that happily ever after that you've either been anticipating, desiring, maybe even dreaming about. There's something here about emotional completion. So I'm feeling that there's something unfulfilled. That's why we have the 8 of Cups, right? You're looking for the 2 of Cups to bring it back to the 8 so you can get the rainbow. There you go. That's my little spiel. That was what I used to say when I was learning to read tarot. Now, the root of the issue, this is one of your cards, Sag. This is what's happening behind the scenes. It's outside of conscious awareness is the hand of time, the wheel of karma. Things playing out on a cosmic level, at a 5D level, and everything unfolding that way. And it sort of might be something that you're kind of keeping on reserve as you're making this important decision. Right? How much of this is about me and what I want and where I'm headed, and how much of it is you deserve good things and the hand of The wheel of karma is moving in your favor behind the scenes. So we'll see. Here in the past, Four of Cups, some disappointment, unhappiness, disillusionment, maybe feelings of rejection. Sure enough, here's what's actually crowning you right now is the devil energy. So what that tells you is that there are aspects of the devil that are coming in to support you right now. It might be an examination of shadow, right? It might be in consideration of the other person's shadow. It might be about the karmic nature of your connection, and all of it rising to the surface from beneath to the top to sort of ascertain what's the highest and best versus the lowest and darkest, if that makes sense. And what I'm trying to say is that the fact that this is coming from conscious awareness means you're not burying it. You're really examining it. And you're really trying to pull in to yourself what's the real issue here? Is this a control issue? Am I being manipulated? Is this just a karmic connection? Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm feeling like you're getting strength from flooding the zone, flooding the devil with some light to get some clarity so you can make your decision. I took the long way around that. And then we have the moon in the future. So some hidden emotions, maybe something that you're unaware of, could be something that triggers your fears. The devil is fear as well. We have 2 fear cards here. So whatever it is that you might be fearing, whether it's within you or about them, it's definitely something that you're trying to be more consciously aware of and to process. Message from Spirit is Queen of Cups, right? So the Queen of Cups is actually like very closely aligned with the High Priestess. There's a lot of intuitive energy. She's definitely the empath of the tarot, very emotional, very connected to source and receiving lots of I'm not going to say downloads, but energetic experiences that help to guide you when you're sitting here blindfolded being pecked at by those crows, if that kind of helps you. So it's almost like a surrender, beautiful, lovely energy of the Queen of Cups in Cancer season. So it's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So there's something here about your emotional availability, your emotional openness, your sensitivity, and your empathy. Yep, because the hidden energy, we have the King of Pentacles. So this might be the person that you're thinking of having this happily ever after with. It did come out in the morning musing as well, as did the final card is the Nine of Pentacles, which came out twice this morning. And the Nine of Pentacles as the outcome or opportunity, it's your opportunity to focus on, wait for it, what you want. Keep your focus on what you want, where you're headed, the light you're moving toward. I know. It was like a decoder ring moment this morning, and I feel like it's a continuation of some of that energy. 2 of Swords. 10 of Cups. Right. I know. So, Sag, what I'm seeing here is something out of balance, really disappointing. Underneath is the Tower, which doesn't suggest that the Tower is happening now, but I feel like you're coming into some awareness that this wasn't a sustainable issue. It's never sustainable to constantly be in a status of rejection and unhappiness and disillusionment. It's never, part of the plan. So yeah, things out of balance. Maybe you're in consideration of if there's anything that might require a formalized ending more than just a sort of, well, I'm taking what I got for this and I'm moving forward. That's nice. But you may be in consideration of, is this it? Is this it? Do I need to wrap this up in some kind of a formal way? Because it isn't sustainable as it is. I'm not getting the happily ever after. I'm not finding emotional completion. I'm getting feelings of rejection. I have emotional distance. All right, let's look at the wheel. Well, we have the Death card, the Three of Cups, and the Hermit. And I feel with this Hermit here, it's almost like your higher self, your wisdom coming in to sort of answer the questions, right? Two of Swords, what do I decide? How do I find some clarity? I feel like it's kind of there, buried deep underneath, but you're wiser. You've been on this journey for a while. You do understand the power of the wheel, the divine timing of things. What's the divine timing about that you may be in some measure of exploration on an unconscious level? It's like, are we coming back together or is it done? So because I see the Death card there, the wheel is moving, because it could be moving through a transformative phase. The question is, what's going to happen on the other side of it? Is there reunion? Is there reconciliation? Is there a cause for celebration? Or is there a continuation of this path for you and you alone? So that's what I think you're processing. And I think you have a healthy respect for that part of the process. So I'm not seeing your disappointment about that. I'm seeing like, I really kind of need to come to some decision. And many of you have actually come into the comments, not just on the Sag readings, but other readings, saying, yeah, I'm coming to this point where it's not that I'm cutting ties. It's not that I'm closing doors. It's that I'm moving on. My life has to move forward. So many of us have, and me included, the first 6 months of this year have been almost like sort of a standing, marching in place kind of an energy without a whole lot of forward motion. And now I feel like people are starting to break free of that and say, okay, I've come to terms with this connection. I understand it a little bit better, even if I don't have closure, even if I don't have the clarity, even if I don't have answers from this person. I know how it feels for me, and now that's enough. And I'm ready to kind of take steps in forward and focusing on what I want in other aspects of my life. That's what I see kind of across the board. Let's look at the Four of Cups in the past. Yeah. King of Wands, the Moon. The Ten of Cups could be a fire sign, water sign. We got Aries, Leo, Sag there. But the King of Wands is somebody who knows what they want. And I think the disappointment has been, since this is the past, is just a fear that they don't want what you want. That they're not going to claim the love, and that Ten of Cups energy isn't going to manifest. We had the Magician this morning, and I felt that there was a certain, because it was underneath, it felt to me like there was a question about your own, the way you see your sense of personal agency to create what you want for yourself, instead of creating something out of whole cloth that does not exist in this connection. That's what I saw, and that's what I see here, is that disillusionment, right? And the Moon, illusion. Oof, I know. So and that's coming up in the future too. So let's see the Devil. Yeah, seeing right through it, cutting right through it, but also being open and honest with yourself enough to know that there is a, I know, look at this. The Devil, the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Cups. So here you are dealing with yourself honestly about this connection and how much of a hold it has on you. Now the good news, I know that doesn't sound like it's something that should be crowning you, but the good news is you see it. And once you see it, you've brought this up from the depths. Once you see it, that's half the battle, right? Sometimes the Devil is also just about real focused and determined. I'm getting really clear. I'm getting real clear and honest with myself, taking a radical self-inventory, shadow and all, so that I can finally deal with this issue head on, instead of just in like dream state or like processing during sleep cycles, during astral travel. A lot of times we work things out there, and we don't really kind of really draw it back into ourselves upon waking. So it's like we have this bifurcated existence. What goes on with between us and our beloveds at 5D, usually energetically during sleep states. And then in 3D, we're kind of like, what is going on? How come what that isn't here in 3D? Well, I'm here to tell you it is. If it exists there, it exists. I know that's a really hard thing to grok, but the truth of the matter is we're not in separation. It's an illusion. It's all an illusion. And I get the impression you're coming close to being totally on board with that construct. But here it's like you're finally getting honest about it. You're looking at the shadow, the depths of it all, how it has a hold on you, the karmic aspects of it. Karma is our friend. It shows us when we're what? Wait for it, off our path. And it helps us to realign and get back on the path. So I'm kind of taking it positively. I know it doesn't sound like it would be a very positive thing, but anything that brings you closer to accepting life on life's terms is in your highest and best. So now let's look at the moon in the future. Working through the fears, working to heal, right? Letting go of the past. I do feel here on some level that this moon energy that's, also how ego rises up is through fear, to keep us small. But I kind of feel like you're working to heal that so that you can kind of get beyond the past. This has been dogging you here, Sag, or whoever you are watching, right? Just really feeling the disappointment, really feeling, was this a mistake? Did I make a mistake? No, you didn't make a mistake. You loved from your heart. You gave what you gave. We grow and we learn. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is wasted. Please put that on sticky notes all over your house, because it's got to be your new mantra. Nothing is wasted. I see growth here. I see maturity here. I see reality here. I see strength in this reading. Someone really coming to terms with a situation and then saying, and it isn't going to be my undoing. Devil, I'm shining the Klieg light on that devil energy. I want to understand it. I want to be truthful about it. Wow. I know there are some that are probably going to be like, what? But I'm seriously seeing this as a positive. So let's look at the Queen of Cups message from Spirit. Yes. It's all about surrendering, healing your worried mind. Something new is about to enter your path. It's going to change everything, take you in a new direction, maybe even a bit unexpectedly. So yeah, the Queen of Cups, right? Be gentle with yourself, Spirit says. Try to quiet your worried mind. Focus on your healing, on your unconditional love for you, on your compassion for you, on your empathetic response to yourself, right? This is not going to serve you well. That Nine of Swords came out this morning too. Not your friend right now. And I almost feel like you get it, because the devil energy can be obsessive. This can be obsessive, right? Where something's just got a grip on your thoughts and it's like intrusive. You can't focus on much else. Yeah, I feel like that's being moved off your path as well. And something new and fresh is going to come in, and you're going to be kind of at that crossroads moment, and you're going to need to take a leap and possibly a whole new direction. Wow. I like that. So the King of Pentacles in the hidden energies have the archetype of a life partner here. There's the King of Swords, never fails. Oh my God. And the Eight of Wands was here this morning too, and I couldn't put it together. I feel like this person in the hidden energies, I feel like they're really kind of strategizing a way to reach out. I do feel they want to reach out to you. And we had the Eight of Wands this morning with that Nine of Swords hovering, like, you know, you on like a cat on a hot tin roof, waiting for this person to reach out, to text, to call, whatever. And I feel like they're in contemplation of it. I feel like they're, you know, in strategy mode. Eight of Cups underneath leads me to believe that the communication would be about why they walked away, right? What that was about. If you're in third party and the person is married, they're coming through in that energy. If they're not committed elsewhere, they're just kind of coming into, you know, they're energetically coming in with a desire to communicate about their exit. Not sure they will, but it looks like that's what's being planned. That's what's in the plans. They're at least thinking about it. King of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, I get the impression that you're just going to go on your way, but that what's difficult is you're kind of moving forward with some measure of distrust for this person's intentions, right? Whether that Seven of Swords is just that they, you know, weren't on the level with you, didn't explain their exit, or that the excuses that they gave were just that, excuses, and maybe not born of truth. Maybe they sidestepped. Maybe they lied by omission of fact. Maybe, you know, this is just you feeling like, no, I'm better off on my own because this person is not to be trusted. I don't trust their intentions. And there's your higher self there, Sag. If you're here as the Sag, that Temperance card is all about your wisdom, the patience that you know it takes for all the energies to come into flow and balance, getting back to yourself, feeling more empowered. This beautiful Nine of Pentacles energy is all about your empowerment and knowing that, you know, everything that you deserve, the good things you deserve, comes by way of your own exercise of the law of attraction. Now, you can't do law of attraction with a human being because we all have free will and the other person has to kind of be invested in that. But you can kind of manifest, you know, your sense of personal empowerment and self-efficacy and your personal sense of agency in the world, like that you've got your control back. And I hate using the word control, but it is a matter of like, if you have felt out of control and that you've been at the mercy of someone else's decision-making process, not a good place to be. You want to take that part of the control back, if that makes sense, so you can make a decision clearly with open eyes. From personal integrity, personal empowerment, independence, autonomy, fill in the blank of your favorite word. When you feel fierce, when you feel sovereign, that's one of my new favorite words, that sovereign energy, even in the Nine of Pentacles, is there. I love that you're putting a floodlight on the Moon and the Devil, instead of it lurking in the shadows, instead of the shadow lurking in the shadows. Lots of powerful growth here. I feel like this whole reading is summed up right in these two cards. You know, it just feels like you deserve good things. Go get it. Go get it. I know. I could cry for you. All right, in a good way. So here's what's going to happen. I'm still going to do an extended from this person's point of view. There are probably those of you that are very curious, like, what is going on with them? How do they see this situation? What's their take on it? Like, how do they feel about me? What are they thinking about me? How do they see me at this moment? What are their intentions toward me going forward? That's what I go through in the extended. So if you want to take a deeper dive, there is a link below. But before I do that, here's who showed up. Justice is Libra, Tower is Aries, the Wheel is Sagittarius, it's card Jupiter. Death card is Scorpio, Hermit is Virgo. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Moon is out twice, that's Pisces. We have the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. King and Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Star is Aquarius. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Fool is Aquarius. Lots of Aquarian energy here. Nine of Pentacles is Virgo. Emperor is Aries. Temperance is Sag. All right, my friends, that's what I have for you. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.